It's the O-double-D family, we gon' do our thing.
Welcome back to the Astonishingly Odd Podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, yada, yada. You already know how that go. If you listening to us on the audio spaces, or if you wasn't even aware that we on the audio spaces, we on Spotify, we on Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you listen to it in audio spaces, we are there. So make sure you subscribe there as well. I go by the name of Astonish, and I'm surrounded by my brothers. But before we get into all of that, we do have a special guest in the house tonight. We got the New Deal crew, Pioneer. This nigga drop albums like nigga drop mixtapes. West Side's finest. We got Chris Crack in the house tonight, y'all. Make some noise.
Yo, what's up?
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, brother. So we gonna get into it like we regularly do. I'm gonna pass it to the left. My homie Chris Ill. What's going on, man? How was your week?
All right, man. 7 days.
You woke up 7 days? I wish you were speaking to the microphone so the people could know you woke up 7 days.
I mean, I don't know. This is not my seat. You know what I'm saying? This is not what normally where I be at. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to make it happen. I think maybe you need to probably turn me up because this is not normally where I'm. Cool.
You sound all right.
But yeah, that's it. Made some money betting.
You made some money betting again?
Yeah, man. I started making like a part-time job.
Like a part-time. You need to spread the wealth, my nigga.
I'm gonna let you subscribe to my Discord, bro. You know what I'm saying? For $29.95, you get all my picks for the week.
You giving two the tips?
Damn.
All right, bet. That's all you did was bet?
Yeah, man, pretty much, man. Like UFC. Went out to eat. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Thursday. Went out to eat. Had some other fly shit. So, I don't know.
Hey, pause. Pull the mic a little closer, brother.
Brother, I don't know how much closer you can pull the mic to me, bro. But I think we'll be good. I think it might be your headphones, bro.
No. You good now. You good. You perfect. You perfect.
Yeah, no, we good though.
All right. Well, motherfuckers had a whole week off.
Yeah.
And, my apologies for everybody that's watching us and that was anticipating us to drop Monday. But niggas deserve a little time off, man. I took a vacation. Everybody on the pod deserved a vacation, too. So we
didn't get no vacation, though. Like, I mean, I know we all deserved a vacation, but we didn't get a vacation.
Well, nigga, that's on you, brother.
I mean,
hey, that's your time to deal with.
He gave you a staycation.
I did go to the Cubs game though that weekend.
Look at that, this nigga leaving shit off the pod, bro.
Skybox. It was dope.
How was the Cubs game? Did they win or lose?
They won, but I think I won like $120 like off of a bet on like Kyle Tucker hitting like home run.
Well, I mean, bro, this nigga just keep making money.
Yeah, man,
come in here and tell us when you lose too. Don't just tell us when you win.
Yeah, no, you don't talk about your losses like that, man. You always celebrate your wins.
I feel that. I feel that. All right, that's your week in the wrap up.
Yeah,
all right.
Just reheated.
Yeah, nigga still didn't bring the chili he promised to bring to the pod, but
Speed's not here.
That's another story. Crack kid.
Speed not here.
Crack you chili
here, bro.
I don't eat meat. Pause.
There you go.
I'm with him. That shit's dope.
Yeah. Javy don't. Javy is what are you, pescetarian?
I eat fish every once in a while.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. I mean, you start out with trying to be as vegan as you can, but then you go to fish, and if they ain't got no fish, no good salmon or anything, I'll do the chicken at the most. Yeah.
All right. Bet. So go ahead, Javy. This is a good time to say what was your week like, man?
A good week. Celebrated my birthday. Hung out with my cousins. Got some cake. Went to go check out Messi playing Chicago Fire.
I seen that.
Yeah, man. Messi's the
you
legend.
You always do shit and not invite nobody to the shit that you do.
I did see that.
You know what I'm saying?
It was last minute, man. Did y'all have?
We cool last minute, bro. You acting like we can't just grab a ticket last minute though. Like, damn.
Hey, bro.
Like, you ain't got no faith in us, bro. Like, if I would, if I did was say something, y'all wouldn't go no way. You won't say nothing to even even give us a chance to say no.
I didn't even buy the ticket. My cousin bought it. There you have it. It wasn't even on me.
What about the offer though? It's the offer. Like, y'all go grab a ticket.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? We can go to the game.
Hey, bro. You know what was foul, bro? This nigga Reap, right? This nigga Reap was like, hey, yo, y'all niggas got COD? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all niggas play COD. And we was all like, I was like, I ain't got it. Javi said, fuck it, I'll download this shit. You know what I'm saying? Javi downloads the
on the
shit.
on the spot. Like, oh, okay, man, I'll download it.
Downloaded it on the spot. The last time we potted, he was like, yo, what you did for your week? This thing said, nah, I just hopped on Call of Duty. Ain't tell Reap nothing about it. This the nigga that told him to download this shit, bro. This nigga just want to go off on his own shit, bro. He don't tell nobody nothing.
And I've been noticing Reap too, like in the group chat asking if anybody got that. Like, damn, man, like I thought one of y'all would have that because y'all got game.
But
he there practicing.
But
he's in training right now.
How we gonna mess around and kick y'all ass, G? Like you go.
I'm leveling up my player.
You gonna be talking shit on the headphones and everything.
All right, what you do after the soccer game, bro?
Shit, got drunk as hell.
You was with like your family and shit?
Yeah, man, we were tailgating, and it just got too out of hand. I ended up getting sick, but I'm alright today.
You was throwing up?
Yeah, I threw up.
Damn.
Damn, he was high school partying.
Bro, I don't remember the last time I threw up. But man, that shit is the horrible experience every time you drink into the point of throwing up.
No, you know what's the horrible experience? It's not the throwing up. I'd rather throw up and get that shit out of my system. What's horrible is the hangover that you have where you can't throw up. And you just out of there for like a day and a half, bro.
Shit.
No, I didn't even throwing up. Like, you wish you could do that. You can't. You don't even have the urge to. Only thing you have the urge to be is just hungover and sick, bro. That's like the worst ones, bro. Like if I could throw up and get it out of my system, I'm cool, bro.
Yeah, because at least after you throw up, you get that good little sleep. You know,
you wake up and you be cool, man. That one that you didn't throw up and you didn't eat the next day, and now it's the day after that, and you sitting there still halfway. Nah, that's terrible.
Nah, man, throwing up hurt.
So you would rather like just get it out of there. I mean, like be out of there for like a day or so, rather than get it out your system.
I want to throw it up, but that shit hurt like
it do.
It do, bro.
It ain't supposed to go that way.
It's not at all, bro. And bro, you feel so defeated just sitting at that toilet, bro.
Yeah.
That's the worst, bro. That's the worst, bro. Okay, well, did you do something productive with your pod day off?
I drew a little.
You had a birthday, nigga.
Yeah, I did. I told you it was my birthday, so
that's what
it was like the whole week.
Yeah, happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Man, old and wiser, I hope. I hope, because you my friend.
I don't know. He's still
like
partying
54
like
now, right?
16.
It's the only thing I could keep
54,
working
ain't you?
towards. Yeah,
You my friend, so I hope you getting wiser.
How do you have?
I'm like 65.
54.
65.
I thought he was 54.
Hey, man, you know age is an undisclosed category in some certain industries, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it low profile.
Especially his neighbors, what they think he do over here on Mondays.
They see all the lights, they think he's shooting porn in here.
Yeah.
Well, I was outside having my pre-pod smoke. And there was a lady walking right down the street. Me and Reap sitting outside, the door wide open. We definitely said that. We was like, she probably think we up here.
Was she nosy? She looked nosy as hell?
She looked, but she wasn't like trying. She was trying to.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Javi be having a line of old cougars outside
Yeah,
waiting.
do.
Hi, I'm Deborah from down the block. I want to see if you have some sugar.
Here's some sugar. I was wondering if you had a cup of milk.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This area just seemed like you got some nosy ass, Karen ass neighbors, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
There's a few of them.
They just want to see what's going on up in here, because they probably divorcees.
Yes, sir.
So they just trying to see what's going on up in here. That's all.
All right, Chris Crack, man. How was your week, bro?
Man, record store day, man. It was fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Got a lot of shit. Got some rare shit. Got some pimping shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's all you did with your week?
And I did some music, man. You know how I'm coming.
Yeah, man. I already know, man.
Definitely know.
I'm already knowing, bro. Yeah, I mean, if y'all don't know, which y'all should know, but if y'all don't know, listen, I forgive you. But go check the catalog. And what I will say about this man, bro, if you listen to his music, if you like a new fan, right? if you go back in the day, you're not gonna be disappointed, bro. Like he got his own style, and that shit just ain't changed. Like he keep it like it progresses, but it don't change. Like you're not gonna be mad. You're not gonna feel like you got something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got this guy is just true to who he is, and I respect that a lot, bro. Because there's so many people I see change their styles up or whatever, and it don't work in their favor. I just feel like sometimes being true to who you are and your true essence, man, bro, that's all you need a lot of the times. You dig? So if he say he doing music this week, believe him, bro. Because when you check that catalog, you're gonna be like, of course that's what he was doing.
I can't wait to hear it though. Like that's what I'm on.
Yeah, for sure. My nigga Reap,
What's good?
how was your week, man?
Good, man. I got to go to the movies with my son. We went to go see that Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope.
Did you get the Big Mac yet?
No, I haven't.
I got it for my son.
Did you?
What
I got
comes
that
in
shit
it? I
for my
wanted to
son.
know. That's what I was asking.
It'd be like a block of shit, and then it's like the Minecraft game type shit. You know what I'm saying? You
Okay.
could put them together and shit. Like
Yeah.
it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
It's for the kids. You know,
Did the crowd
Wu-Tang
do
is
that
for
whole?
the kids.
Did the crowd throw all that popcorn around? I saw that one scene comes on and all the kids
With
jump up.
when it gets on the chicken.
Yeah,
No. They made some noise and stuff. You know what I mean? But no, there was no crazy stuff.
Man.
Not like in some of them theaters. I seen the kids start throwing popcorn everywhere.
I want to see him
jumping
tear it
around.
up, Reap. Come
Yeah,
on, man.
I know, man. My son was ready with his friend.
So this was a better movie experience than the last one. that you
Oh
went
yeah,
to.
yeah. What was it?
Yeah.
Cinderella or whatever that was.
That's the thing with kids and shit and going to see
Snow White.
Yeah, Snow White.
Yeah.
That's the thing with going to see like kids flicks. You don't never know if they put something in there for the adults.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know what I'm
speaking
saying?
of your kid, man, that little nigga followed me on Instagram, bro.
Did he?
Yeah, man, I had to follow him back, and I just seen all this grand dose of soccerness, so I know. Look, I'm telling you, now I know we get 350 million straight up. Like, I love it.
I followed him back and I was like, is this the right decision as an adult to be making?
I managed his pay. He don't even got an Instagram.
There you go.
It's to promote his talent.
All right, I feel better
Yeah.
there.
It was amazing, bro.
That's-
If you go through it, like
That's like a
dopeness.
player's resume now. You know what I mean? You got to make your reels, your highlights, and
Yes,
all
sir.
that. Like, you know, even in like high school coaches, college coaches, they looking at your demo reel. You know what I mean? Your
And that's
sports
an
demo.
easy way for them to do it too.
Yeah.
And they can like just keep tracking him. Really, to be honest with you, like,
Yep.
yeah, shit, I can just check out his Instagram page and know how you doing,
Mm-hmm.
and he stay killing. So
They
it's
get
like,
to see how they carry themselves, all that stuff.
yeah,
Yo, Crack, hey, this nigga's son, bro, just good as hell at soccer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a little prophet. You know what I'm saying? Like he just be going crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Hell yeah.
man, I mean that's you like as a father now, my oldest is 3 years old.
Mhm.
And I just be like, I want him to do whatever he want to do growing up. You know what I'm saying? Follow his, like, just because I spend all my time rapping, I don't necessarily want him to be a rapper. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when I was rapping, it wasn't a cool thing to do. You wasn't a cool nigga because you was rapping. You was rapping because you love the shit. That's it. Now I feel like it's more of the cool thing to do. I'm a rapper type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like when you could see your kid have a gift, Reap, you didn't grow up playing soccer.
No, I never played soccer in my life. I played baseball, football, and I wrestled.
did he like push this on? Did you push this on him, or did
So
he?
my daughter, I coached my daughter. Well, actually, I got into soccer. I started working for CPS, and I used to do recess with the kids.
Yeah.
And I was at a 90% Mexican school. You know, it was all Hispanics. Recess, it was soccer.
Right.
So, hey, Mr. Padilla, come play with us. I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. Boom. I used to, you know, the staff versus student games, all that stuff.
He was doing bicycle
So-
kickers on the little kids. I know you, bro.
So
I
they
know
was
you.
like, man, we don't have a team, you know what I mean? I'm like, I coach it. I don't know none. I hopped on YouTube, dude, and I just studied the game, and I started coaching there. We won our championship. Next year, then I started coaching like 7th and 8th grade. That was like 5th and 6th. So I was doing all 4 years, and we was winning championships. I mean, going undefeated, and you know the kids had the heart already. They just need somebody to lead them, you know.
Mhm.
And then I started coaching at the park by my house. I coached my daughter probably about 4 years, and then let her get coached by someone else. But then my son got into soccer. You know, my wife's dad was like a big time soccer player in Mexico.
Yeah.
And he got injured, so he does like all the reffing around the city and all that.
Oh, so he still getting some back end.
So it's
coaching.
some in the blood, yeah. But
Okay.
he just took a liking to it because he played baseball and he was a great baseball player. He was a pitcher and everything. And then the soccer he had a love for it. And he's like, I just want to focus on this.
That's a good thing though.
But
Focus on
he's
one.
a hardworking kid. You know what I mean? Like, and I always explain to him how you practice is how you play in the games. So if you go to practice and you half-ass it, when you get to the game, you're gonna half-ass it. You know, and it's just trying to instill it in him, you know what I mean? And let him know that there's always somebody working harder than you. So you can play your games, you can do this and this, or you could do, and if you want to do that, I'm not gonna be mad at you.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you do like one-on-one soccer with him?
I do.
And
He
do
be
you
kicking your ass.
Oh no, he gets me with the moves, man.
Yeah,
You
he
know?
be kicking your ass, I know.
he be surprising me some of the stuff that he be doing. I'm like, damn, where you learn that at? You know, and he just sits and watch videos. Yeah. Yeah.
He's like the same place you learn how to coach. Google,
Yeah.
YouTube videos.
Crack, did you like have any sports in you like when you was a shorty? Like did you play any sports?
Not for real, man. I like played basketball.
I was gonna say every nigga tried to hoop. I know what
Yeah,
I'm saying. At least that. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nigga
of
did.
course. Nah, not for real, man. I was hustling, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You was just, you know what I'm saying, whipping is what the talent was back then. I already know.
Man, I was hustling, man. But
Hey, man, that's
but
all
I
right.
used to, of course, motherfucker used to hoop all the
Yeah.
time.
What parts he used to hoop at?
Shit, we used to hoop in the backyard.
Oh yeah. The alley ball.
Motherfucking alley, shit like that with the motherfucking
yeah.
milk crate.
Hell
Man, he did all that
Yeah,
shit
I had
up.
a milk crate in my day too, man. Yeah.
We used to go to Jimenez over on North Avenue.
Yeah, yes,
Get
sir.
that milk crates.
Them
Yes,
shits
sir,
was
yes,
never
sir.
be the right height, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, never. But you
Just
wasn't
get it in, whatever, however high you could get up there was how high I was gonna
You
be.
wasn't doing that
Yeah.
for that anyway. You was just trying to kick it with your niggas. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Basically, all the shit you do growing up is just like kicking it with your niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Just a
saying?
different way to do it.
Right. Reap, that's your week wrap up?
Yeah, just sports and family.
Okay, well, for me personally, I took a trip out to Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter finally got to have her 3-month shots or whatever. So now her family out in Virginia could go see her. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So he traveled up over there, and it was cool, man. It was a nice little situation. I love Virginia. Anybody that never been to Virginia, I would recommend it highly.
What part?
I stay like in Chesapeake, but with Virginia, like it ain't like
Is that ain't like Norfolk and all that over there too?
it's
Like-
Norfolk.
Okay, Norfolk.
Yeah, it's Norfolk and Suffolk, and yeah. So
What's the fuck?
Virginia.
What the fuck?
Like, do they fuck with Pharrell out there?
do they what?
Do they fuck with Pharrell out
Oh
there?
yeah, heavy. They fuck with all Virginia artists out
Missy.
there, bro. Missy got her own street out there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Missy is from Portsmouth, which Portsmouth is like one of the most ghetto places in
How
Virginia.
far is that from? Oh, that's-
Everything is like 15 to 20 minutes away.
So
bro.
it's basically like an
Everything.
area. All of that's like an area.
The only thing that's the furthest is like Newport News, where Allen Iverson is from and Michael Vick is from. You know, but man, it's a lot of talent that come out of Virginia,
Yeah.
and they praise all of that. And they'll claim people like Chris Brown. He from Tappahannock.
Tappahannock.
Yeah, that's like maybe like an hour away from Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, all of that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And Richmond is a little bit away too. That's where Trey Songz is from. But they'll like claim all of them. You know
Is
what I'm
there
saying?
like a college? Ain't that a college in like Richmond?
I don't know.
Or something
I know
like
the
that.
colleges in like Norfolk,
I mean, I know
like
it's like
Norfolk State.
yeah.
That's where Michael Vick
Vick,
is
yeah.
the head coach now for the football team of Norfolk State.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. That's ill. But yeah, Virginia shows a lot of love to people that's from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? And Pusha T actually still stay out there. He got married out there.
Do they fuck with Teddy Riley?
Yes. Yeah, they fuck with Teddy Riley. But it's cool. Like if you want to, like some of the best seafood I've eaten is from Virginia. Nothing beats New Orleans though, I've heard. I haven't been to New Orleans yet,
Yeah.
but everybody tell me you want some great seafood or just food in general. New Orleans got it. You ever been to New Orleans, Crack?
Mm-mm.
Damn, dog, man.
I
gotta
had some
get about
fire ass seafood in Long Beach.
That's my town, man.
Right off
That's
the
my
pier.
hometown.
It was
Yeah.
raw. That's you said that's your hometown?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm from Cali.
You born in Long Beach?
No, I lived in Long Beach.
But you lived in Long Beach? Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
a pier. You know what I'm saying? It's called Bird 55. Some of the best. The only reason why I know too is because Vic Staples. No,
Vince
Staples.
Staples. Yeah, Vince Staples.
I listened to him say it. He was like, yo,
That's all it
if
takes
you
sometimes.
go to Long Beach, he was like, go to Bird 55. And I was like, yo, I'm going.
Hey, man, rappers be putting you on game,
He put me
dog.
on. And look, bro, he said it too. He was like, yo, you can get like this big plate of fish for like $20. Bro, it was a big ass plate of fish. Hatch whatever side you wanted.
Nice.
Yeah, no, so I kicked it out there in Virginia. It was a good time. It was a good way to relax, just take my mind off of things, just being up in the city. You know what I'm saying? The day-to-day things you got to think about. When you out of town, you feel like you really don't even have to think about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was a good reset. Sometimes you don't even know that you needing a break, but you
Until you get
need
it.
that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like
Was
you
it warm out there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. It started raining a little bit, but man, it stayed above what it was out here. You know, even when I went out there, I talked to my sister. She said, "I'm driving. It's snowing right now." I said, "What?
That's
It's
crazy.
snowing? Damn, you know." But you know how Chicago get.
Yeah.
You know, the only place I lived at aside from Chicago was Wichita, Kansas, with my grandparents. But Chicago is really just all I know. I never really traveled outside of Chicago. I think niggas in Chicago don't think that just going out to like Indiana next to Gary and shit is traveling outside of Chicago. Cause it's just right there. Everybody do it.
It
You
just
gotta
feel
go
like
get your
the deep South
fireworks.
side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody go to Indiana. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once a year type shit, especially when you a kid.
But who really wants to go to Indiana?
The only thing as a kid, we just went to Indiana Beach and
Yeah, the domes
and
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 shit.
that,
That water-
and
that
that
water
church
smell-
that used to pick us up.
Yeah.
That water
They used to
smell
eat
worse
goldfish.
than the water do in Lake Michigan on our side.
Yo.
The Indiana water side stank, bro. Like
It got-
dead
yo.
fish.
Yeah.
It
And
got
like-
it got to be something going on with the Indiana church, my nigga.
Oh yeah, they was trying
Man,
to get
you
y'all,
never
bro.
went. You never went. So we used
No, nigga,
We
they was
used to
trying
go-
kidnap y'all, bro.
I used to go with my older brother and all the older dudes on the block. So we would take the bus out there.
Yeah,
And we was supposed to go to the church, but we would, when everybody was going in, we would take off and we just be exploring Indiana. And then we knew we had to be back at a certain time. We come back, we get on that bus, watch the white dude swallow a goldfish and go
Yeah,
home.
y'all some
man.
badass.
And now we like, how the hell our parents let us
Just
go
go
with
off
these
with
people who
strangers.
never even been to that church or nothing? No.
Why was the white dude swallowing a goldfish?
That's
have
what I
no
wanna
idea.
know, Crack.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that was random.
That was the
dog.
weirdest
Wow.
stuff.
Hey, Crack, you ever been to that Indiana church?
Nah,
Never? But then you know about it, though. You don't even know
I
about
don't
it?
know, like when they be
Nah.
taking
Oh,
the kids and try to,
shit.
bring them to Indiana to convert them.
Nigga, yo, they used to come knock on my door.
Yeah.
Like,
With a shirt
we'll
and
come
tie,
and
a
pick
white
y'all
shirt.
up.
It was the Men in Black.
Yeah, we'll come pick y'all up in the bus or whatever. The travel was free. They just
Yeah.
want you to go to the church. That's why I'm like, something got to be up with that church because they were doing that to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And we were just some young kids, and it was just kids.
Yeah, I went there maybe like once or twice or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably my mom just wanted to get rid of us.
That's what it was.
See, she get you out the house for a
Hell
second.
yeah, like a motherfucker. But
They'll be gone like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah.
That was it though, man.
that was pretty much it for my week. Coming back was kind of terrible. Missed the first flight.
You said you was stuck in Philly though. Wasn't you?
Look, the reason why I got stuck in Philly, bro, and this is for anybody that don't travel, y'all don't have no fucking idea about this shit. But for people that do travel, you know the fucking madness that the airport is. So I missed the first flight. The second flight I get on, but they like, it's bad weather in Philly. So they not letting us take off right now. They saying it's gonna be 50 minutes. So we sitting on the runway.
Damn, on a plane.
So he like, we gonna sit on the runway because if it's less than 50 minutes, we just gonna take off.
Yeah.
So we sitting there, and then like we get like to the 40-minute mark. The pilot come on a little intercom and he like, they saying it's gonna be another 40 minutes.
I bet you wish you had some flaming hot Fritos at that point.
Bro.
Damn.
Oh nigga, I was mad
I
as
bet
shit.
you wish you did.
Yeah, because the thing is, I was tired as fuck. We had went out the night before. You know, my girl, her cousin is Rob Hill. He's an author.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah. So if anybody don't know about him, check him out too, man. He really dope. But he threw an event out there, so we went out and kicked it or whatever. We was out late, bro, and my flight was at like, what time was my flight? Like, it took off at like 6. So you know you got to be at the airport early and
Yeah,
shit.
it's like at least 2 hours, they say, right?
Yeah, so I got to the crib like maybe like 1 o'clock or some shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't had no type of rest. So I was planning on just sleeping on the flight. But when that just blew me when the pilot was like another 45 minutes. I'm like, man, bro, because it don't take nothing to get to Philly. So like I was going to sleep on the ride back home. You know what I'm saying? But that fucked up my connecting flight. So now it got pushed back. So you sitting in the motherfucking airport. My PS Portal not working.
That's my
No, because that airport, why don't you use your
over here talking shit.
your
All this shit, you
hotspot.
got a whole PS Portal with him.
should have used your hotspot, bro. You was tweaking.
Nigga, I tried to use my hotspot, man. Nothing was going right for me, dog. It's just life was against me at the moment.
Yeah, man, you can't use airplane
I was
internet
supposed
channel.
to
Use your PlayStation Portal, bro.
Long story short, man, I was supposed to get back in Chicago at like noon or before. I end up getting back to Chicago at like 4:45 or some shit.
Yeah.
So I was blue, man. The rest of my day was like, man, fucked up, you know? But other than that, man, I can't complain, man. I woke up 7 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You
There
did.
go, bro.
So anyways, man,
Until that stop happening, that's when you complain.
It'll be too late.
let's get into it, bro. Where y'all want to start at? Is there somewhere that in your heart y'all feel like y'all want to start at?
Yes. And we start off with John Legend smelling like.
Mashed potato.
Yeah, we really start there.
Okay. Okay. Well, because that connects dots to other things that's going on with Kanye as well, right? So, yeah, Kanye West said that John Legend smelled like mashed potatoes, which I've never heard that before. But also,
Hey, he said my man be wearing sweaters in August and Barbados.
yeah, that's crazy
He
work.
snapped,
If he's
G.
doing that, that's crazy work, bro.
He's especially, you know what I'm saying? They say that John Legend smells like mashed potatoes.
I mean, mashed potatoes is just like such a distinct smell.
Right?
like,
what
I've
does
never
that
told
smell
I
like?
told the person they smell like mashed potatoes. Like that was a new one. And like for that
You
to
had
go
to
around
have
the
been-
industry, bro.
You had to have been like fed mashed potatoes every day to remember that smell.
But the thing about it is, the only thing I can think of is, bro, if it's any nigga around me that smell like mashed potatoes, I'm about to tell this nigga, bro. I'm about to have mad jokes and everything,
Bro.
just to hurt this nigga's feelings. So like he changed that shit. I know he not spraying mashed potato cologne.
That
on
mother
and
got
shit.
he got a cookbook. Him and his wife got a cookbook. They be cooking potatoes and frying shit, so he
Dre,
smells
like,
like he smells
yo.
like food.
Hey, bro. Anybody ever tell you smell like mashed potatoes?
I ain't gonna lie, that was Ye getting one off real
And
quick.
nigga, it's straight
That was
KFC
Ye
in
getting
this
one off.
motherfucker. I ain't
Man.
never even met a nigga that smelled like mashed potatoes before.
Yeah, I don't think I want to meet anybody that smell like mashed potatoes.
I mean, what, man? Somebody said he smelled like mashed
Right.
potatoes.
I mean, it had to
At
be.
some point, he smelled like mashed potatoes.
Bro, that's going around the industry about you that you smell like mashed potatoes, bro. Like you go to the party and shit, right? Everybody there, you know what I'm saying? All the stars.
I'm trying to take
And
one-
all the white stars, because you know that's who they hang out with. And this
Did
just
you,
goes around, hey, you know, John smells.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is it the box potatoes? Or is it like real potatoes?
yeah, like is it homemade or is that box shit? You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Is that definitely changed shit? But Craig,
like Iowa
did you actually did you see that that academics and Ye interview?
I ain't see the whole shit, but I was watching the you know they be putting the clips
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Twitter
yeah.
and shit.
Man, I watched that shit.
You watched the whole shit.
I
watched-
definitely did too.
I watched the whole shit, man. And I mean,
I wanted to take it for the full context because I knew that if you don't if you didn't watch it all the way through, you was just gonna get clickbait.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I wanted to watch it too. But it's like it's half of me I get entertained by the shit, and the other half I feel sad about the shit because it's like I don't feel like Ye been the same ever since his mom passed, and he just be saying wild shit, and I feel like I feel like everything he says he believes, and I feel like he feels like he has motives behind it. And when I hear him talking about it, I'm like, okay, I can see it from that angle, but it's still wild. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he said some shit about Jim Jones in it that was like the best, the best shit in the world to me.
Yeah.
But it actually was. I mean, if that's how the story went down, and really that it sounds like that's kind of how the story went down, then I kind of feel that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that he was just like on a raging rant talking about fuck Jim Jones.
Okay,
though.
Crack, did you see clips of that part? So when he's talking about the PDF.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, bro. I feel like with the whole Ye shit, just period, bro. I feel like you shouldn't judge, not you, but just in general, you shouldn't judge because remember he's spewing out one side of the argument.
Yeah.
You feel me? Somebody had to say something to him
Mm-hmm.
for him to say this thing that he's saying, which it sounds so weird because person who said whatever to him is like a Jay-Z. You feel me? Or high ranking person,
Important
who
A Lucid Grange.
you would never believe, oh, he said this to him, you know what I'm saying? But somebody said it. Somebody said it. So it's like I don't if you look at it from one angle, it's like, man, he tweaking, he going crazy.
Right.
You know, but on the other end, you got to look at it from both sides. Somebody said something to him to make him say woo woo. And then like let's bring it to the point where like that nigga ain't never wrong. He might be off timing. He might be saying it too soon.
It might sound crazy coming out of his mouth.
Might sound crazy, might be this, might be that. But 5 years from now, niggas gonna be like, man, Kanye was right, bro. He said that. And then everybody just gonna go on about their day.
Yep, yeah.
But why y'all wasn't giving him the grace when he was saying the shit? Why y'all wasn't giving him the grace like, hey, he might be on to something. We don't know what he on, but he might be on to something. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker just be, oh, he crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, somebody said something.
All right,
You
so
know
for
what I'm
me,
saying?
the part of what you saying that I do agree with is that he's in rooms that he's a billionaire, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
he's one of the top tier artists of this generation. So obviously, people are not going to have that information, you know what I'm saying? So I do agree with he's privy to information that people don't know about that he might be letting out. So when I say things start making sense in what he's saying, even though it sounds wild, is like even when he was talking about, okay, well, I got the like iced out swastika and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because like those Jewish people that run the industry, and we artists, so we know that they run the industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like they capitalizing off of black people's pain. So now when I put that pain in front of them, they don't like it.
They don't like it.
So that I'm like, okay, that makes sense. You doing it in a wild way. But now that you saying that, now that I can hear something, I know why you doing it.
Yeah.
Whether I agree with it or not, like I can
I know
see
why you
it. It makes some sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
for
I
sure.
do feel like he is going through things, especially because he expressed he's bipolar, and then he said he's bipolar schizophrenic. You know what I'm saying?
He
And
said they was trying to put him in the hospital, so
for
that's
sure.
why he was trying to get to China or Japan.
Japan,
He was trying to get to Japan. Like think about it. That nigga gave academics an hour and 20 minutes before he had to dip. So it wasn't like, oh man, well, if I really want to finish this up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And
we
he
could just
walked,
do that.
and he continued the interview while he was walking away to leave.
Yeah. Yes.
Nah,
He
bro.
told academics to jump on the plane with him. He can come to Japan.
No, bro, it's just like when dude told him, I'll take you to zombie land forever. Remember that?
Yeah.
But remember before we saw that message, remember he was like, yeah, they trying to they saying they gonna, take me to zombie land forever. Niggas was like, what?
hell
Niggas
you
was
talking
like,
about?
what?
Yeah,
right.
Like,
yeah.
this nigga psycho. You feel me?
Yeah.
But then we see the messages, then niggas just like,
Oh, that's what he was talking
yeah,
about.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like I ain't co-signing nothing. No celebrity doing, cause they on another level of doing, just
Yes.
period. You feel
They
me?
in way different
But-
circles, bro.
But it's like, bro, you gotta see things for what they really is. Like somebody saying something to do to make the flip out like this. Somebody doing something to do. Somebody, I'm poking them, doing this, doing that. Shorty, his wife,
Yeah.
ex-wife, whatever, is doing things to him. His current, well, she might be his ex-wife now.
Yeah,
Is
I heard about that.
her family doing shit to him.
Yeah.
Amber
He-
got
he
what,
just-
10 million?
He just seemed like he just going off on some crazy shit.
He on some enemy of the state shit, bro.
In 3
Literally.
years, 5 years, we gonna be like, damn, the nigga was right, and everybody just gonna be.
Well, one of the things that I do look at is just like a characteristic thing to me. You
Mhm.
know, I'd be like, when I look at people, I'll be like, well, how many people is around you that just been around you? How many of them people still there?
Yeah,
And when I look at Ye, I don't be seeing none of them people there no more. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's only from the outside looking in, because you never know what's going on in the background. And the other thing is, all of this stuff that's coming out in Hollywood and all these industries, look at what's happening to Diddy and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, nobody was aware of none of this. I don't think you could take nothing off the table that's happening.
But I thought John Monop was back in his corner. I thought that,
He was talking
Malik
mad
Youssef.
crazy.
Malik Youssef. That's
Malik
who he was-
Youssef.
Oh, that's
Malik
the
Youssef. I thought he's always there. You know what I'm saying? So,
was in who corner? Oh, yeah.
yeah, like I thought he was back. Like, I mean, like, where are those guys at? Like, when he walked out of that interview, I don't know if you saw the end of it when he was walking out to the elevator. It was 3 French white people
Yeah,
that he was talking to that he says, oh, yeah, they work for me.
Yeah, and he said they've been around him for a long
they've
time.
been around for a
Yeah,
long
you
time.
talking about the chick who made Skims, right?
Yeah.
Is that who it is?
That's one of his friends he had for like 20 years.
That's what he was
you know what I'm
saying. So he's
Yeah.
like, they were there. It was
Yeah.
like 3 of them.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, he must have had that whole floor.
Mhm.
And they looked like they came and took over
Yeah.
the floor and cleaned up. Because all he did was take a bag with him that had the black KKK outfit.
The
in it.
outfit, yeah.
You know
He
what I'm saying?
actually he left the outfit behind.
No, he gave it to them.
Yeah, he gave it to
And
them.
he was mad as
He
hell.
was like, damn, I gave it to them. He said, it's all good.
But because he said he got a leather one.
But man, he was talking crazy about Don C. I was like, but I did understand it too, because he was like,
you
I
gotta. He's
know.
only telling one side.
I know.
You gotta. I ain't co-signing nothing,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I just be looking at the real, cause a motherfucker try to flip shit on you, just be like, he crazy, just turn your
Yeah.
head
Well,
away
how do
from
y'all feel
him.
about
like,
the
nah.
Virgil talk though? Like, I feel like Virgil should be a little off limits
Off
just
limits.
because
Off limits.
you know what I'm saying. He's not here to defend himself. Don C, if you think he a bitch or whatever, he's here to be able to be like, nah, nigga, I ain't no
Yeah.
bitch. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
Travis, he was talking about Trav, even though he didn't talk about Trav bad because he owed Trav anyway.
the
you know what I'm saying?
only-
Like,
the
but
only thing I
John
would
Legend
say,
smells like mashed potatoes. Like, you know, like
Cheap shot.
Jay-Z's kids are retarded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
all this, like, and he apologized immediately for that.
the only thing I'll say about the Virgil situation is it's not like that's new. Even when Virgil was alive, they were at odds at one point.
Because he wanted to be the creative director of Louis Vuitton, bro.
He was jealous.
It's kind of like, bro, you never know what him and Virgil was in a room and they was saying.
What's
each other.
happened?
Now he kind of bogus for saying he was a bitch after he died.
Yeah.
But what if he got the
But
the
you gotta
space
think
to
too.
say
Remember,
that?
Ye was the first nigga though. Let's be honest. On the fast ship, all of them niggas.
Yep.
Ye was doing internships
Polo.
not Polo. He was doing internships at like Javinci or some shit like that back then.
yeah.
Like trying
Remember
to get
he
into
had
that.
the first Louis sneakers.
Yeah,
and shit.
like I
Yeah.
feel like they did like kind of get in, like, and maybe sometimes I think Kanye really wanted that fashion thing.
No, he just said it. He was jealous. We can admit, Ye low key admitted he was jealous. Of
Yeah.
her. He
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
He did.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Whether he said it directly or
Or
inadvertently, he admitted he was jealous of Virgil. Like we know he was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He felt like that was my spot.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it
He said
wasn't
that.
your spot because you didn't get it.
exactly. But I mean, you probably could like now, like the people like Da Vinci and all them. They are them all your homies.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure they'll let you get a
Nah,
line
ain't.
off.
He too wild, man.
Yeah, well now, well,
man,
no, I'm
it
saying
can't.
back then.
Yo, yeah.
Back then is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, of course, like you didn't have to go straight to like man, everybody. Like that's the highest of the highs going to the Louis Vuitton whole like what is it, stratosphere or whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? Like even get into that whole thing because it's just not Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
whole bunch of
LVMH.
it's a whole bunch of other stuff, right?
Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy.
So it's like like that's a conglomerate, bro.
Oh,
Like,
it's a huge thing, bro.
Yeah. One of the things I do respect about it is that Ye is somebody like that's like Dave Chappelle is like uncancelable. And I don't really rock with cancel culture as it is because I feel like they took it too far.
About this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
About
took
how,
it.
like,
They took it too
They
far.
took it way
like
too
I believe
far.
in canceling a little bit,
Yeah.
or certain people who really should
Deserve
be
it, yeah.
But like the whole where they just build you up to cancel you.
When you digging up tweets from like when somebody was like
13.
and then the
And
whole
Twitter
other
just
mind
started.
frame. Nah, come on, bro, man. People grow and advance and are in other spaces in life where they're not even in that same mentality. You got to have room for people to grow. You know what I'm saying? So
but how do you feel when it's like cuz I'm on the fence with it. But how you feel when it's like they could have been 13 but they talking about R word people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now, you gotta give a motherfucker a chance to grow. You gotta this, you gotta
But
that.
still, that's
but
kinda
it's
wild,
like you kind of weird, G.
Nah,
You
I
a
don't
little
wild,
weird.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like it ain't their space to grow. I feel like now they at a different level, so now they can't expose it like that. You know what I mean? But really internally they still feel that 13-year-old way.
That's what I'm.
know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm.
Damn, bro,
I'm
like,
on
that's-
one
yeah.
side, like
Okay.
you can
Yeah.
grow, and I'm on the other
I'm famous
side,
now,
like,
so I
ain't
can't
never
show
seen
none
no
of that. I gotta
crazy
clean
shit.
myself up. But this is how I really feel.
Yeah.
now you know what I feel about that situation. I feel like that is you have to break that down by the individual.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I fuck with
because
that.
overall the spectrum is like okay, I can't judge everybody the same type of
You
way.
right.
So like if you do have something out there that's like that, I have to actually see the growth.
Yeah.
I have to see that there was changes made. Yeah, Paul.
What? Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn.
Wow.
That's a big one. I think we need to
That's
come back.
crazy.
That's
That is
that's a
crazy.
commercial
See,
break. Pause.
We could have just
Seeing
went.
the
You could have
growth.
kept talking. I just.
Seeing the growth is crazy work, G. Like,
Yeah, because when you pointed it out, it was like it stopped me dead in my
thank you
tracks.
for doing that. Hold on.
Nah,
hold on.
nah.
He was real close. to
Nah,
see.
man.
I gotta,
Damn, bro.
got chance
Yeah,
for that was a
that's
good
crazy.
We could have just.
Yeah, but
one. No, that's what we do though, bro. Like, I
yeah,
like
we
it.
do it all the time.
And
so
he
it
be
is what it is.
overdoing it, so I'm glad somebody got him on a real one.
Nah, but
That's a
you're right.
real
No,
one.
you're right. You're right. Because you
Yeah.
gotta see some people will be like, he's still a scumbag. Some
Yeah, for
people
sure.
will be like, oh, he a prestigious nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I
mean,
would totally agree with that.
Was there any tweets between like back then between the whole Tiger and Kylie shit? That like
Yeah, that
some
was it. Was some
like,
wild
you know what I mean?
tweets.
Yeah, like so it's like I mean like that's like how does that like work out? Like I feel like to be honest with you, man, like I don't know how minds live in that world, bro. Like I know it's good for like promoting yourself and like us podcasts, shit like that. You with the music, whatever, us with the music back then. We didn't even have that back then. Like,
Nah.
think about if we had that back then, bro. We would have been
Yeah.
killing right now.
Oh, we would have been going.
Yeah.
If we had SoundCloud back then, like really like back then, like I feel like the Fake Shore Drive era was like our equivalent to like SoundCloud rapping.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
for
yeah,
sure.
Oh yeah,
MySpace.
that whole blog.
Just
era.
the blog. Yeah, I was gonna
just
say
the whole
blog,
blog area. Yeah, yeah.
MySpace
TS,
put a
Smoking
lot of
Section,
people
all
on
them.
too.
Yeah, MySpace did it. But yeah, that blog era too, though, boys. Nah, right, like all of them things.
But I feel
man.
like that was a good stepping stone. But what these niggas got right now is just ridiculousness, man.
Yeah, but they don't have the quality.
That's the
Oh, yeah.
problem. That's
So
the
it's like they got
problem.
the trade.
Because it's saturated now because everybody want to rap and everybody can rap.
Or
So
the
all they
work
can do,
ethic.
no, all they gotta do
or
is have
the
their
work
laptop computer.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
that
saying?
shit suck. So it's
It
like-
does.
I
But
mean,
these kids is like going crazy for it, man. Like rolling loud, like
because what they supposed to think? They see Jello Ball doing it. They like shit. I could do that shit too.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But it's never long winded.
It got to a point. Right, it got to a point for me where I was like, I used to be able to tell niggas like, man, this shit is ass. You know what I'm saying? And now I still do it like amongst my peers and shit.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, who am I to say something's ass because some things that's ass be getting traction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but how I feel about that, bro, is traction is different when it's organic and when it's paid.
Yeah,
You feel
okay.
me? Cause we can do you know what? I was gonna name somebody, but I ain't gonna name them
Mhm.
for personal reasons. But like, it's like a lot of big name artists that are only big because they were paid for to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different with an organic artist that got big and then now like they have fans forever. Like,
Mhm.
and at least for the next 10 to 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a huge difference between that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a
yeah.
real huge difference.
Yeah.
And you
I
can
feel that.
tell. You can super tell who's been paid for and who hasn't.
So do
I
you
agree.
believe in industry plants?
For sure.
Oh, that's 100%.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
People be trying to like pretend like they not seeing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I kind of went off on Twitter about that yesterday. Like people like, what happened to people, bro? Like people be like pretending they don't see shit going on. Like
Well, you know what?
The
it's
Matrix,
happening
dog.
right here. in
Well,
front
you
of
know
us,
what?
like-
You know what? I think that the downfall of rap came from is when A&R ain't stopped.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like that-
You think it stopped fully?
I really think it's fully gone, bro.
I don't think.
It's
fully
not-
stopped.
it's not fully.
Okay,
It's not fully
okay.
gone. No, it
if
ain't
it's
fully
not
stopped.
fully gone, then it's put into a point where it's not useful.
No,
It's
put
the
into
wrong people doing it.
It's two different
It's
things.
putting into a point where it's not A&Ring. It's more I'm molding a look and a sound.
No,
It's like okay, if I want like if this is what's hot right now, then I can mold this kid into this being that hot. Instead of A&R being back in the day, I can make this sound good.
Yeah.
Or I can show this person who
But
has talent become more talented.
It's a combination of that. It's a combination of it's the wrong people doing the job, and it's also a combination of they're looking for the wrong things. Like they're already looking for somebody that has something that's stable
That's
for
what
them
I'm
to
getting
work
at,
with.
though. That's what I'm getting at,
They're
though. What I'm
looking who
saying
got
is
the
is
most
that
bodies.
it's like the A&R used to develop the artist. Now the A&R develops something that looks like what they want it to be.
Yeah.
It's not developing the artist and their talent anymore.
That's a good ass
It's
point.
developing like, okay, I need it to sound like this. You know what? We want something that sounds like Travis Scott. Let's just mold this guy into sounding like Travis Scott.
It's like a template.
It's a template. That's what it is now. Like that's what A&R is. If
But-
you are good at doing that, like hold on. And I'm not talking shit, but isn't hitmaker Young Bird, and he like the vice president of A&R at Atlantic or whatever.
Yeah,
Bro,
one
like
of
that's
them. One of them.
you know what I'm saying? Like I mean that's what they do. I mean even though like they make good music. That's what Atlantic does. They
Yeah.
make hits. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I
But
think somebody
I feel like they just be molding the artist into like what they want it to sound like right now instead of developing the artist.
You're right.
I feel like somebody like Young Berg is like perfect for a role like that. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, to make hits, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, because he could do that. He went from being the artist to now creating hits for people.
He's like the Diddy of like right now, and
I
no,
don't wanna call
no,
him
no, I'm
Diddy.
saying
Right.
no.
Nobody wants to be called
no,
that.
none
no
of
more.
that though. What I mean, I'm talking
Diddy.
like Diddy used to make like hits, bro. Like whatever the case may be, he was in the studio. He may not have been touching buttons, and I don't know like what Berg does on the production side as far as touching the pads or anything like that. But I guarantee
Making
you
the
that
beats.
like he can like
Hey, Crack, you gonna let that one slide, bro?
you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
What,
don't
touching,
call
I
me
ain't
out.
wanna.
touching the pads?
Don't call me
That's
out.
wild. That's wild. But
Touching
yeah,
the pads as well?
but
Saying,
no,
bro.
but like to your point, right? That's what Ye was talking about in the interview when he was like, "Oh, you're letting your niggers get too far out of hand,"
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because that's what's wrong with what they doing. They not looking for longevity in nobody. They just look who hot today.
It's a microwave
Put
joint.
them on. We gonna give them a little money,
Yeah,
and then we gonna cut them off, and we
Yeah.
gonna have them out here like a fiend.
Yeah.
Like you be noticing these artists be hot for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No longer.
Yeah.
2 years, we gonna let them. We might not even let them get $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
They
2
might get
years,
that first record off, but that second record is going to be a flop.
but they gonna do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Because they didn't promote it.
Yeah, they ain't work that
Yeah.
shit.
They didn't pay for it to
Yeah.
be to where the first one. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all by design,
Yeah.
man.
It's that button, man.
And Ye just said that, but he crazy.
He crazy.
Though. He crazy. He just said, "Oh, you letting your niggas get too big.
Yeah.
You gotta cut them off after 2 years." See, I be peeping like the shit dude be saying and shit. I don't even be whole ass watching the interviews and shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when I do, I be seeing the right parts. That's what
Yeah.
I'll say. I be
Yeah.
seeing the right parts.
But I will say about Ye, he just lost another friend, man.
Who else?
Who?
He just lost the game. I
The
guess
game
the,
now?
the,
Why is the game not fucking
the
with him?
game-
Oh, game.
the,
Yeah.
the game took a picture with Top 5, which is Drake's little hitter. You know what I'm saying? And cause Game messed with Drake and Game messed with Top 5 or whatever. So I guess it came out well after he took the picture with Top 5, then Ye was like, "Damn, you over there posing with the ops? This man like was trying to actively kill me." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was threatening his life and
Yeah.
shit.
So he said, "Well, I guess I'm not cause he was supposed to produce Game's next album.
Yeah.
So he like, I guess I'm not producing that album." And then Ye also had gifted the Game 2 chromed out Maybachs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he said,
Yeah,
"I want the
He probably already
He said, "I want."
fucked in them
Said, "I
joints
want
already,
that."
so he don't need them no more.
He said, "I want." he said, "I want the Maybachs back." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the Game hopped on Instagram. He said, "Fuck you and your Maybachs, little nigga. I'll be back in LA in a week. Come get him yourself." You know what I'm saying? And then he started talking about how like Kanye had called him about the Top 5 situation and saying, "Yo, can you squash it or whatever?" And that he talked to Top 5 about it. He tried to settle the situation, and then he tried to hit Kanye about it, and Kanye changed his number on him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Which those things could happen in the industry. I don't think he
Yeah.
just changed his number because I don't want the Game to have my new number.
I don't know, man. All that shit sounds so sus, bro, to me. Like this whole that's
Yeah.
like some high school shit, man.
Yeah,
Like
that's it. I
you
don't
know, people
like
in the
that
real
shit.
world got so much other things to like worry about, like paying bills. Like if these niggas actually had to worry about paying bills, I guarantee you, like half of this shit they wouldn't be talking about. half of it.
For me personally, right? Like if I'm looking at something, like if I fuck with somebody, right, and then they don't fuck with another certain individual that I might fuck with, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the situation of that circumstance, you know what I'm
It
saying?
depends.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever, you know, if y'all both my niggas, I'm gonna look at the situation, and if I feel indifferent about it, I'm gonna just be like, okay, I'll fuck with both of y'all. I feel
Yeah.
like none of y'all have a point to this shit, so I'm gonna just keep it neutral. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to say nothing about my man's over here when I'm in your presence, and I don't want him to say nothing about you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But now if it's something where I'm like, oh no, this shit foul, then I'm looking at it different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that-
it's about the circumstance, bro.
it has to be, bro. It has
Yeah.
to be. Because, niggas be tweaking sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And then they end up being cool with them niggas because they realize, oh, this shit was over some bullshit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So sometimes that shit work itself out. You just got to give it time. So that's just where I stand on that. Like, I don't care. Like, if I don't like a nigga and my nigga's cool with that, with this nigga, I'm cool with that shit too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have niggas picking sides and shit unless it crosses a fucking
Depending.
line.
Depending.
Yeah. Unless it cross a line.
Yeah.
Then it's like, nah, that's overboard.
Yeah,
There's certain situations that's like, nah, we just not having that shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
certain situations where you gotta pick a side. Most of the time,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't true.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Crack, you watch sports? I know you say you ain't played too many sports, but you watch that shit?
I don't really be watching sports, man, but I am a basketball fiend.
Okay.
I ain't really watched the NBA since the bubble for real, but you know what I mean. I be fucking around every now and then.
So you but you know enough to like know something?
I know enough.
Okay, bet. So
Like, I know
we'll get into this because everything's set. We got the matchups for the East and the West right now. So I'm gonna just run through them real quick. So for the West, the number one is the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And they play the 8th seed, which the 8th seed is either between the Sacramento Kings and the Dallas Mavericks.
Uh-huh.
Because the play-in start tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Well,
The play-ins is dumb as hell, but
No, I'm just
we ain't.
asking.
You know what? Look,
That's
I
just
thought
stupid.
that when they first started talking about it, but all of the playing games been kind of exciting. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
It
yeah.
been
It's still dumb as
exciting
hell.
basketball.
That
Now
shit dumb as hell, bro.
Yeah, it's
the
dumb.
idea of it of like it's a one and done.
Yeah.
That part of it seems like stupid as fuck to
You
me.
gotta
'cause-
win 2 games to get into the even into the playoffs. That's what's trash.
Yeah, but it's only for what? The number 10 seed?
It depends where you're seated. Because if you're the 10th seed, then it's one and done for you. You're not playing 2 games. You
Yeah.
just knocked off.
What if you
Well,
just
no, if you win though,
Yeah, if
You
you
play
win
2
Yeah, if
games.
you win, you playing 2 games.
yeah,
If
that's
you lose,
just
you knocked off.
trash. That's stupid.
they just put in the 9th seed to go against the 10th seed,
That's
right?
just extra. That's just extra ad money. That's all.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Just extra. They was trying to bring
Extra
revenue
game,
to
extra
it.
Yeah,
revenue
yeah.
for stadiums, extra
Yeah,
all
for
that.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And people that don't really deserve it get into those
Yeah.
seeds anyway.
It's like, when did they start to play it? Wasn't that like 2022 type shit?
Right after the bubble, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, after the
Yeah,
bubble.
we had to be right after the bubble.
Yeah, that shit. It ain't gonna last, man.
Oh,
Motherfuckers
I-
gonna be like, remember the play.
But what I do respect is the NBA got to do something because this like viewership is kind
It
of
was-
been
yeah, it was
diminishing a
going
little
down.
bit, so they got to try to throw
Because
some
the-
type of excitement
the
in there.
game is trash.
Yes, it's because these niggas don't care, bro.
Yeah, but they shouldn't focus on like creating new shit. They should focus on
Making the
old
product better.
shit better. Like
Yep.
they made the
These
game
niggas get-
soft.
These
you
niggas
know?
get too much money for them to change that.
Nah,
shit,
you know what
bro.
though?
That's
That shit's
real.
gonna
That's
change.
real.
That shit's gonna change. And I just heard some shit, and I've just thought about it because Hustle sent it to a group chat with me and Squeeze in it, and it was a Instagram about this one shorty from Texas Tech that's staying because he's gonna get $4 million in NIL money if he went to the league, right? And he got, let's say he went from 10 to 20 or 20 to 30, whatever.
Yeah.
He'd get like $2 million a year. He's
Yeah.
gonna make more money in the in
College.
college than he would in the league. So why do he's making like they said?
Yeah,
that he-
no, that
they said
only-
the $4 million he's making like 200. It's 450 players in the
For
league. It's
sure,
like
nigga,
250.
for
He's
sure.
like number 250 making that money.
For sure,
Yeah.
nigga, but that only lasts 4 years, nigga.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you gonna cap. That's gonna keep niggas
yeah,
in
but then he's
college.
gonna but then they're gonna get better.
That's not making the NBA better.
It's
nigga.
gonna make the NBA
You know
better
what-
in the end because they're gonna
No.
they're gonna keep playing. They're
No.
gonna develop.
You know
and
when
then they're gonna
these-
get in there. They're
you-
gonna be
no,
good, bro.
you know
like
when these-
back when
yo,
back
hold
in the
on,
day,
hold
like
on,
when it was
hold
like
on.
James Worthy and it was like Michael
nigga,
Jordan.
they wasn't
when y'all was
making
talking
shit.
About, you know when you was talking about when the game was so great and all you niggas want to talk about that is because them niggas stayed until their junior year. This will make people stay until their junior
I
year.
don't believe that.
It
Okay,
will,
yeah, no,
bro.
no. I
Unless
know.
you're a lottery pick.
No,
Now, if you're
I-
top
yeah,
10,
yeah.
I get that. But nigga, if you 10 through 30 and they offering you $4 million a year, nigga, you're gonna take that until the
Nigga,
wheels
they-
fall off.
Nigga, they're gonna get
You are
into the
crazy.
league. They're gonna get into the league, make millions, and stop fucking caring, nigga. Like the rest of these niggas.
No,
It's
they're
the
not,
same
bro.
problem.
They're gonna take the money
You-
that they can get here
you-
and
look,
get their degree and then go into the
You know
league,
when it's
bro.
gonna be different when these niggas start losing money because they lose viewership and all of them
No, I'm
that
not talking about the
sponsorship news.
NBA. NBA is going to get better because the players are going to get better because they're staying in college longer to develop. That's what's going to happen.
There's
dog.
good players.
And that NIL money is going to make that
There's
shit
good
happen.
players in the NBA right now
And,
that just don't
it's
give
gonna,
a fuck.
and it's gonna start it's gonna weed motherfuckers out too.
I don't
It's
know.
gonna weed out a lot of the trash players because look, if you was good your first year, you can go straight to the league, right?
Yep.
Now, look, you got to be good year 2, year 3 too. If you ain't good year 2, you fade off, then hell, we ain't even talking about you no more.
But the
This
thing
I'm
is,
telling you, bro, it's a difference. It's gonna be
but
good.
look, the thing is, why I feel like you kind of wrong is because a nigga that
Because it came out of my mouth.
no,
That's why.
No, that's the other thing too.
Because
Yeah.
I said it, nigga.
Yeah,
that's
the
why.
other thing. You be saying wrong ass shit.
Yeah, you just want to. You always gotta argue some
But
shit.
look,
like,
no, the thing is, a nigga that's that nigga that you like a Cooper Flag ass nigga.
nigga, I just said that already. I said
Like-
if you're not from 1 to 10, I'm taking them out. But if you are from 10 to 32, nigga,
Well,
it's
then-
gonna make
well,
all of that change.
That's yet to be seen. We're gonna have to see how
I'm
they
saying
develop. Let's
that.
move moving along. Moving along.
saying.
The play-in. I'll start from the play-in. The play-in for the West is Sacramento Kings against the Dallas Mavericks. Then it's the Golden State Warriors against the Memphis Grizzlies. Then in the first round, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with whichever becomes the 8th seed. Then it's the Denver Nuggets versus the Clippers. Lakers versus the Timberwolves. Rockets, whoever is the number 7 seed. For the East, the play-in is the Bulls.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We back in there, baby.
Yeah.
Against the Heat.
Womp, womp, womp.
Which, man, we already seen that, but I guess we ain't seen it without Jimmy Butler in there. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what that turned into. It's the Magic against the Hawks. Then for the first round, it's Cleveland against whoever wins the 8th seed. The Pacers against the Bucks. The Knicks against the Pistons. And then the Celtics against whoever wins the 7th seed. So from that, I want to ask y'all, because we made predictions. Crack, you wasn't here for the predictions.
I don't even remember mine.
We made predictions before. Does anybody want to change up their predictions?
I don't even remember mine.
You said
I'm gonna change mine up.
OKC?
You said Boston. Now that I think about it,
No, I did.
Nah, and he wearing a Boston jersey right now, trying to say he did.
Boston. I said OKC.
I think he said OKC. I think he did.
This is Reggie. This is Reggie Lewis, bro.
You
This
said
is
OKC as well.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said OKC with you. I think you said Denver.
Denver.
Yeah, he did. He did say Denver.
So do anybody want to switch that up?
No, not
Javi
really.
said he want to switch.
I want to
his.
switch up the East. I'm gonna put it on instead of. I thought Boston was gonna take it, but I'm gonna go for Cleveland.
Okay, not a bad selection or whatever.
I'll switch mine.
What's yours?
I'm going with the Bulls.
I bet home team, man. I ain't mad at it.
I'm
mad
picking
at
the
it.
worst team in the whole shit, bro.
I do want to switch mine too. Look, I said the Lakers from the West was gonna take it.
Yeah, I told you that was a bum ass.
No,
pick.
I think I'm sticking with that.
You
I'm
should.
good
You
with
should
it.
get. You should know. You should definitely
Yeah,
throw that
I'm
away.
doubling down. I'm doubling down on it, right? But for the East, I said the Knicks.
We don't care about you can't have two teams.
No. I said the Lakers was gonna win it ultimately.
So then that's what you got to keep. Then you can't change your shit.
That's what the premise of this shit was.
It's
Do
not,
anybody
though.
want to change it?
No, it's not. If you still said that ultimately you think they're gonna win. So then
Okay.
stay with that pick.
Oh no.
You can't just change the shit
I'm
now
not.
and still be like, nigga gonna come back and like, I told y'all niggas the Lakers is gonna win. Like, nah, you're not gonna be able to do that.
All right, fuck
Stay
it.
with your
I
team,
stay with
nigga.
it. Look, I definitely know it's not gonna be OKC. Bet that.
It's gonna be the Bulls.
You want to make a bet?
It's gonna be the Bulls.
You just changed your nigga. Just changed his, bro.
Yeah.
You just said I can't change mine, and you
But
changed
I'm
yours.
not saying ultimately I think OKC is gonna win. You're still standing 10 toes down on the Lakers winning the championship.
Yes, nigga.
So
you
then stay
changed
with
up
that
your-
then.
You just
How
changed
you
up your whole
gonna? That's
demo.
having two teams. That's not fair.
No, nigga. I'm saying the Lakers is.
So
still
then you gotta say
I'm
that
just-
I think the Lakers are not gonna win then.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then you can't do it then. You can't change.
This nigga, yo, crack.
You can't change.
Let me
bro.
tell you something about my nigga Chris Ill, which
Can't
I love
change, bro.
dearly. You know what I'm saying? The nigga don't listen well. He
Can't change.
talk better than he listen.
Can't change.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. I'm not changing that ultimately the Lakers is gonna win. I'm just changing who they gonna go against.
We didn't. Who
We
changed?
picked-
No,
we
we didn't pick. No, we did not pick who they were gonna go against.
Yes, we did,
just picked.
nigga.
Oh, we picked. This nigga is.
Oh my
These
God,
niggas
I
are
gotta
writing a
send this
whole
nigga-
nother show.
Yo, Reek,
He's writing a
Reek,
whole nother show
Reek,
right now.
Reek, did we pick the East and the West?
I only picked Oklahoma.
No,
Exactly. We
you
only
picked
picked
the
one
final.
team, nigga.
Javi just said.
I for sure did.
Yes,
I was
Javi-
calling the finals. I was
Javi-
like, it's gonna
Javi-
be
I
the
think I
Thunder
only picked one.
Yo,
going against
hey,
Cleveland.
Javi just said right now, before I even spoke, he said, I just want to change my pick that I had from the East. I want to
yeah,
change
we
it to
didn't.
Cleveland. Didn't he just say that?
We didn't.
right.
We didn't do that.
Moving along. We'll keep it the same just because, but I'm going to definitely show you the clip back because my nigga Chris Ill, he just,
Let's take.
yeah. Okay, listen. We'll come back right after these commercial breaks. You dig?
You know where the fuck I had her at? Ha. Thanks, Ray Ray. Fuck people who can't change, I just maintain easiest weight gain or losing. I won't choose one. Boulder on my shoulder, more than 2 tons. They spiked the fruit punch, it wasn't too fun, huh? Give me a few months. I need space, I ain't gonna walk for my pain. Let me know if the cut was safe. She a butterface, I'm finna take her back there and juice her. Her mama always at work and abusive. The conflict crucial, gotta be two something to do something. I sold raps for gold plaques, but with Riviera, cause there's no lacking. Two though, I had to screw both. My homie bailed out, legal loopholes. I'm on your head like a Super Bowl. Maybe that's too close for cover. Clothes on, bodies bumping. We ain't know what it was or what it wasn't. About to leave with her cousin, Slimy. She was a dime piece.
Welcome back to the Astonishingly Odd podcast. we gonna get right into it, man, because we got a guest today, man. So I definitely want to tap into everything you got going on. First of all, do you have anything new in 2025 that people could look forward to from you?
Yeah, man, I got a album coming with Fool's Gold.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
A-Track?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna be some fire shit. Been working on it for probably like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Got some fire features, got some fire production on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Couldn't think of nothing less from you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. Definitely. I want to talk about being an independent artist, you know, and just in a prior discussion outside of the podcast, we was talking about how you like just do like one-off things sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because your independency is important to you.
Yeah.
When did you get into that mind frame, or put you into that mind frame, and like how do you keep that going? I know it's the harder route, it's the longer route. And sometimes like these kids that's coming up. Okay, pause. Hey,
Nah, you didn't have to do that one. Nah, you were good, man.
it's the harder route. You know,
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Nah, but yeah, go ahead.
You're going too far with that, man.
Okay. But like some of these kids that's coming in, they don't understand like sometimes they hit independence and they don't know what that entails. So from your perspective, like how has that gone and what keeps you motivated to stay in that direction?
Man, you just see a lot of motherfuckers doing fuck shit, man. So you know,
Yes.
it's easier than you would think to stay on the straight path. You know what I mean? But it is a long path. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And if
for
you're
sure.
not ready for that work, not ready to put that real work in, then you know it might not be for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
speaking of fuck niggas, have you ever
Talking
thought
to the mic.
about- Have you ever thought about like going like the traditional route?
What's the traditional
You
route?
know, like getting a deal and like
Yeah,
the whole having them do the whole thing, and you know what I'm saying, having the backing behind like a unit behind you. Like, have you ever thought about it? Because I mean, from and I've known you for many years, but so as long as I've known you, it's always been like either like you doing some one-off shit or you know what I'm saying, something that you doing from yourself.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever like wanted to like pursue that route, like where it was like like a machine behind you? You with Def Jam or you with Atlantic or Universal?
Nah, I don't think that would fit me. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think. You know what I mean? It's just it wouldn't I wouldn't be able to have creative control. You know what I mean? They'd be trying to change me. You said it earlier. You know they'd
Yeah.
be trying to. "Oh, you need to sound more like Playboy Cardi."
Yeah,
and
exactly,
shit.
yeah.
Shout out to Cardi.
Yeah, shout out to
man.
Cardi,
Shout out
man.
Cardi.
Like, for real.
But it's just like, no, cause like I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like just to put it bluntly, G, white people don't know what
They don't know, yeah.
what niggas.
Nah,
They think they know.
they definitely think they
everything,
know.
but
Yes.
they don't have a fucking clue. And that's one reason why music is going in such a fucked up direction. But it's like, no, man, just a bunch of white dudes with money.
Yeah.
Like, that don't even sound appealing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even, like, they don't know what to do with it, but they just like, yo, we're gonna just put you in some things that we don't even know, and we're just gonna get you sounding like the hottest person right now, and you won't be hot next week,
Yeah.
type shit. Like, yeah.
But no, that's interesting though, because a lot of people that we were like around like back then, like guys were doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, like like I think like it was a race to like trying to like get a record deal. And like to be honest with you, like I feel like you were probably one of the people that weren't trying to do that.
Yeah.
And you like one of the last Mohicans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you see what that did, but no shade to a motherfucker who was looking for a deal, because that's what we was taught to, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's not like
100%.
I knew, like, I just saw niggas doing fuck shit. So it was like, I ain't gonna do that. It's not like I foresaw the future and was like, oh no, I'm not gonna. Nah, it was like I wanted and was going to sign other deals and do other shit. And a motherfucker put me on like, nah, bro, dude, you supposed to do partnerships. You're not supposed to sign yourself to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Sign yourself away. So it was like, and this is when this was first becoming a topic. You know what I mean? So like I was telling my mans earlier, like if it wasn't for people who did sign fucked up deals or had fucked up situations, it wouldn't be room for niggas who was like, nah, I see something wrong with this. I don't know what it is, but I know it ain't, and I know it ain't right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been, prompted to sign some fucked up contracts. You know what I'm saying? I was just smart enough to, like, nah, I ain't gonna really sign nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And you've done like a lot of collaborative, well, not a lot, but you've done a few collaborative projects. How does that go with doing a collaborative project? Like, how do y'all know what label is gonna go under or what y'all doing with that?
Man, it's funny you say that because when you was scrolling earlier, I saw a project that ain't supposed to be on there. You feel me? It's not supposed to be on there. And dude is trying his hardest to keep it up, and it's like pause,
Now you playing the pause game.
But nah, he's trying his hardest to like keep it going and shit like that. It's like, bro, just let it go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's just like, he claim he don't fuck with me. He claim he don't this, that, and the third. Okay, cool. We both know that it's mutual. So take the shit down.
Okay.
I try to take the shit down 3-4 times. They keep sending me back. Oh nah, he say he ain't taking it down.
Yeah. So we don't want to speak on dude.
Not at all.
Okay.
I don't give energy to suckers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
I feel that. So what if we just don't say a name?
That's cool.
Okay, not saying the name, cause me and you my man 100 grand.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We never spoke on the situation because I feel like certain situations really don't need to be spoken upon. But at the same time, like from me, like even from a fan, cause I'm a fan of you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
I'm your friend, but I'm your fan too.
Nah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
love. That's love.
So, but like I always wondered, like because that felt like a good connection. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It was
I
great.
thought that was gonna be like the biggest shit that was gonna happen in Chicago, like for real.
Yeah.
Like
That's what's happening.
no, I really did though, and I'm no bullshit, and
Yeah.
like and none of that, like for real. Like I really thought, like because to be honest with you, I respect both of y'all when it comes to like y'all lyricism and
Yeah.
what y'all do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all do it at the ultimate highest point. So like what really like stopped that whole thing from happening? Because I was so excited for that, bro. Like for real.
Normally I wouldn't even talk about this, but I fuck with y'all and astonish my nigga, right?
Come on now, I know.
I would never ever speak. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm a little wavy right now, and I fuck with you niggas. So right.
And this is all respectfully. Like
No,
I
it's
get
all
it.
it's all respectfully and disrespectfully.
Okay.
But it's like, well, first thing is like, cause it's where you want me to start at. First part of it is dude manager did some sucker ass shit. We come out manager
Yeah, absolutely.
signing stupid shit and doing it. He did some real fucked up shit where we dropped the album first, and it did its thing, did numbers, and we was finna drop the second one. This lame ass nigga go and like put the album like under his name or some shit like that. So like like when it come out, it's not under our name, so it just went to him.
Yeah.
And he just thought that was gonna, you know what I mean?
It's life.
And it did absolutely nothing, and people were like, even months later, like, damn, that y'all dropped another album. You know what I'm saying? His manager, a sucker. Dude, I ain't really got nothing to say bad about dude, cause I'm just not, motherfuckers know what it is, but
I really don't seem like it sounds like you do have anything. Like you
I
haven't
don't really. It's just, bro. It just really was some. it was some sucker shit like me and another rapper that I used to be around heavy. I used to look up to. Be my big bro. He really was the cause of all of this. You know what I'm saying? He basically turned dude against me. Like, oh, you know, and what does dude know but to go with what he's saying? It's supposed to be brother, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It was like on some fuck shit. I was watching niggas do fuck shit.
Right. It
Watching
comes back to the whole fuck shit thing. Is what
watching
you're saying,
fuck
right?
niggas do fuck shit. But yeah, nah, I don't got no ill will towards it now, but then it was crazy because it was like I'm bringing these niggas up in every interview. I'm holding these niggas to a high standard. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about these niggas because I really fuck with these.
Yeah, for sure.
And them niggas kind of just basically was like, man, like, what have you done for me lately? Type shit. Like,
Yeah.
I just did a verse for you last week, but it
Yeah.
was like, oh, well, what you do for me this week?
Mm.
It was like, damn, it's
Right.
like that.
Mhm.
So that's what we had to card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We definitely not trying to stir the pot on this or bring anything up. We just respect both of y'all on a high level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, things sometimes it's that going back to that line, those lines being crossed or whatever. Like I said, I never asked you about it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not even nothing for me to ask you about. You my man, 100 grand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that the other person, because I did want to ask you about another person, but when you just said my big homie or whatever, another person, I just don't know if this is the person now. So I'm going to say it anyway. If anything, we could cut it out, the situation.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask you about.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the nigga who I thought was my big brother.
Right. Okay. So yeah. We were talking about the exact thing that we're talking about.
I was going to, because that's so crazy, because those are like your two collaboration projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just is fucked up to me how those things, the project, the music part of it comes out great.
Yeah.
And then the other end of it, I do want to ask you this. Do you feel like there's a space or a world where anything could be rectified, or is that completely off the table?
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't feel like it's anything that needs to be rectified just because at this point it's been so many years.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
niggas don't really.
Yeah.
But it's just certain shit, bro, you can't come back from.
There ain't no way that we'll ever
And-
see that album though again. Another one of them albums again.
Because just off the shrink, bro, it don't matter if we was 100 grand right now. It just wouldn't have been that just because of the type of nigga I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It would have been something that's, oh, we did that already. You know?
Right.
Let's do something different.
Is there another collaborative effort that you would want to do, maybe like with a Astonish or something like that?
Someone we
Yeah,
can say.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, I'm just Astonished or something like that's just coming to mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Can Ill make some of the beats? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
we just do it. You know, we
And
do
I-
a
and I
collab
do
joint
something.
like that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm loving that. It sounds great to me already.
Yes, sir. I don't think it's going to end up in the same type of wavelength that your trajectory where your collaborative efforts have gone.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Nah, bro, that situation showed me something though, man. It showed me something that I can't, like, you can't pay for. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, when people think you going up, like bigger than you going up, they gonna show you what they really feel about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, if that was my time to go up on 100 million, niggas just showed me where they was standing.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's like a situation that I be thinking about sometimes, like, damn man, what if type thing. But then I'm not a what if type nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no such thing as what if. It ain't no such thing as potential.
Yeah.
Because potential is only what you would do in that person's shoes. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
And you would never be in that person's shoes.
Nah.
So therefore, there's no such thing as potential. So like when niggas be like, oh man, y'all was the biggest thing or whatever. It's like, no, I appreciate that for sure. That's love. But it's just like, but was we though? Because we had the potential.
Maybe,
Yeah,
But what's
yeah.
the potential? What's potential?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
What's
So,
potential without it actually happening? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No, I get exactly what you're saying. Because that's what it was. But I mean, even the one joint that was done, like I feel like was like just raw.
No,
Because
it's a lot of fans.
y'all just in such the pocket though. Y'all in the same.
It's a lot
like,
of fans that look at that and they want that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And from a fan perspective, you understand that because they're getting great music. That's like it's nothing to say about that. It's great music.
And like I said, both y'all my niggas, bro. It's like, man, like I was just so hyped, you know what I'm saying, to see. Cause like both y'all my niggas from not even knowing from y'all knowing each other.
Yeah,
like, I know y'all both from different.
Just separate.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
like
yeah,
when
for
I heard
sure.
that come together and then you hear that project, like, man, this shit is just like unbelievable music, bro. Like,
Bro, how we came together was even crazy. You know what I'm
saying?
saying? It wasn't really supposed to happen like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it did, and it happened. It was cool. It was what it was. But them niggas just wasn't my kind of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, just period. Like, they homies, just them type of people in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No shade to them. I'm not shitting on them, nothing. I'm just saying.
respectfully, everything's all respectful.
I'm a West Side nigga. They some South Side niggas. Them just ain't my type of niggas. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying?
They know what it is. They know what it is.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shitting on nobody, nothing.
Yeah.
It's just and I should have knew that, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because when you're artist, you kind of got to put yourself in a different mindset. But I want to get away from that. Because I know we don't got you for too much longer.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got to pause that.
Nah, man, you're going overboard now. You're going overboard.
I'm on edge now,
We're gonna
man.
keep
Y'all niggas
moving.
been
Pause
tweaking.
police.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? But
we said we needed a pause referee though. I ain't gonna lie.
I got two more things. Your time is limited. We definitely appreciate you
So
sharing
do.
your time.
Man, go
for
and run
sure.
it up, man. Run it up.
Yeah.
Man. We gone.
So the thing is, the first thing I want to know is, damn, I forgot what I want to know that quick.
I got a question. I got a question.
Yeah, you got one.
I just want to ask you, who out of Chicago are you listening to nowadays?
Ugly Boy Modeling.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
It's Larry Hoover.
Yes, sir.
With K.
Ugly Boy
Hairpiece.
Modeling. Why do I know that?
Cause you know him, you heard him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's featured on.
He's featured on all my shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
yeah.
you know him.
I know
apart,
him though. Yeah.
You remember Drunken Monkey?
Yes.
That's how you know him.
Okay.
That's his cousin.
Okay,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm like, nigga,
absolutely.
you
Drunken
know.
Monkey is the nigga. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Drunken Monkey is where I get some of my sauce from. Man.
Yeah.
Shout out to that nigga.
Shout out to Drunken Monkey.
I saw Drunken Monkey. I saw this nigga come rock a show after work in a suit.
Yeah.
This nigga ended up barefoot in dress socks.
Yeah. By the end.
Brother.
Yeah.
Brother tapping on the garbage can.
Yeah.
And had a group of white folks doing like a circle with him while he tapping the garbage can rapping. This is the greatest shit I've ever seen in Chicago, bro.
Yeah,
Chicago niggas do shit the best. Like if you wasn't there, you wouldn't know.
Okay, I remember my shit now. Okay. Nah, I was just thinking about, like, earlier I told you, and I just do want to say it for the world as well to see, is that when the first time I met you, I remember, like, man, this nigga just looked like a star, like what somebody's supposed to look like to me, you know what I'm saying? And you performing as well, I'm like, bro, this nigga just got it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hearing your style, I felt like it was something different, like not just something I'm used to hearing from, even from being in the city.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, like, where do you draw your inspiration from?
Like besides the artist that I get it from, if you that is, but man, I just draw my inspiration from like always being an outsider.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was nobody ever wanted me to come play at their house. You feel me? I wasn't never allowed to go on the trips with, oh, we going on a trip this weekend. Ask your parents, can you? Y'all was talking about the Indiana. You feel me? Like I wasn't never like, cause niggas always was like on some like he weird. He don't fit in. You know, he don't. And I love that, like as an adult, I love that because that made me who I am.
That rejection.
But yeah. No, I love that shit. Like I'm never playing a victim. But as a kid though, it was like that shit fucked me up. Like I was
shit's
fucked
uncomfortable.
up. Like damn, don't nobody like me, and you know, I'm like so like I'm telling niggas like if motherfuckers don't fuck with you and they ain't rocking with you or whatever, keep doing you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because
Yeah.
they will later on and they gonna love you later on.
Yeah, let them catch up.
Real shit. They
Alright.
gonna love you later on.
And the other thing I was gonna do, I'm still gonna play this motherfucking game, man. Fuck
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
for sure,
I ain't write this
for
shit
sure.
down for nothing.
For sure.
All right. So the game that I want to play is called Was It Me?
Another thing that went past the production team. Production
it
team
wasn't.
doesn't know anything about this.
It wasn't.
But, all right.
It wasn't.
Is this game sold in Walmart?
I'ma only do 4.
Oh, you got 4 of them?
I'ma only do 4, right?
Then why are you gonna give them 10?
I was trying to do 10, so it'd
No,
be even.
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 4. I'm gonna do 4, right?
All right.
So these are song lyrics, right? That Chris Crack has either spitting himself or has been a feature on his project or somebody else's project.
All right, let's
You
do
know what I'm
it.
saying? So
Let's
we
do
gonna
it.
see if Chris Crack knows if it's him or if it's somebody that's featured with him.
All right, let's go.
Dope.
So let's get it. The first one, I should do an easy one, right?
Come on, man, let's go.
Okay, look, the first one is, so pass the bottle, by the end of the night she swallow. They gonna call her, say she model, bitch, that's just for Instagram. Did you say that or was it someone else?
I think that was me.
That's some wild shit, bro. So I mean, I almost want to say it's you too. 'Cause that's wild.
And the only reason I say I think it's me is because I feel like that happened. You know, all my lyrics, all my songs happen. Well, unless the feds listening, now I'm just for entertainment. If any police or any law enforcement listens, just for entertainment. But other than that, yeah, all my lyrics happen.
Okay, so are you going with you?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm going.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, he's correct.
Ding,
That's
ding,
it.
ding,
That's
ding,
correct.
ding,
That's correct.
Yeah, 1 for 1.
All right. Second one. I'm trying to kill them all. Okay, no, I didn't
Did you
write that
get
right.
stuck?
That's
I
it,
didn't write that
right?
right. I didn't write that right. Okay, no,
It's
I'm
like
gonna do it
dot,
different.
dot,
I'm gonna do
dot,
it. I'm gonna do a
dot,
different one.
dot, dot.
Look, riding round in your Kia. When I say upgrade you, we shop at IKEA. Was that you or was that someone else?
That wasn't me.
Well, you remember the bar.
But I remember, but I couldn't tell you where it came from for sure. I couldn't tell you at all.
Okay, well, it don't matter because you got the point anyway because it wasn't you.
If
Bang,
it-
Hey,
bang,
there we
bang,
go.
bang.
Ding, 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 ding.
2 for 2.
Who was it?
Yeah, do you know who it was?
No.
If
No,
you
he
don't know,
doesn't.
I'm not mad at you.
Terrible host of the show. First off.
It was MC Tree.
All right, there we go.
Ah,
Okay, all right.
Mm.
I got the other one though. It's I'm trying to kill them all because I don't feel them. They fake and time will reveal them all. Did you say it or did someone else say it?
I know I didn't say it, but I feel like you said that.
Right, I
shit.
feel like he said that too. That's-
He's right. Hey, he got 2 points. I said that shit.
Oh,
I
you
was
would put-
like-
That
you
did
would put
sound
your
like
ass
him.
on
That shit
that.
sound like
love
him.
it,
I was
though.
like, damn.
I
But
love
no,
that.
I'm low key though. I don't remember you saying it. I just how
What
you
song
said
was
it.
It sounded like he was
Yeah.
rapping it,
It
right?
sounded
It was
like
just
you
his
was
rapping.
saying
What
it.
song
So I'm
was
like,
that, bro?
yeah.
Yo, okay, let's talk about that song real quick before I
Yes.
get to the last one. Because that song, you did something when you dropped that project. When we recorded that song, I thought you was gonna have a verse on there as well.
Uh-huh.
And when you dropped it, you just gave me my own verse.
Yeah.
And you was on the hook.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like that shit love. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I'm like, why did you end up doing it that way?
Because, man, I like to showcase my friends.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Real
sir.
shit, bro. I on plenty of albums I done put niggas that ask me, damn, bro, you only I had a verse, you didn't even do nothing but just sing in the background, or you put a hook, or you put a skit on the end, or whatever. And it's just like, bro, I like to showcase my friends.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up, bro. Good
Nah, that
niggas,
was
bro.
dope, man. That was dope. I
Dope.
never like had that type of experience and shit. So like when I heard it, I was like, oh dang, he just did it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, that's dope, but especially because your platform is something so big. You know what I'm
Can I
saying?
ask you a question though?
Yeah, on my album.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
So you fucked up your own verse? You couldn't
He
get
sure
your own
did.
verse out, bro.
He couldn't remember
you
his
couldn't even
verse.
get your own verse out though, bro.
Hey, with Chris Crack earlier, we didn't say this on the podcast.
Yeah, you couldn't. Like he moved away. I thought it was somebody else's shit.
Good
Nigga, this is your shit.
Look. Hey, look, when we was talking to Chris Crack before we started shooting the pod, he said, "Yo, hey, when he performs, sometimes he got to go in and refresh his brain on some of this."
Not
Okay.
sometime, every time.
Yo, I understood it completely, bro. Because so I had to backtrack onto it. Okay,
Fair enough.
Let's go to the last one. And we don't remember the mayor, so fuck that lady name. Mama worked 2 jobs, wasn't able because she was raising Cain. Who said it? Did you say it or did somebody else say it?
And like once again, that's like that applies. But I feel like
The cadence ain't true.
raising Cain part, I feel like that was a double entendre to that. I'm gonna say me. I don't
Hey, this guy's good, bro.
Guy's good, man.
This guy's good, bro.
Five for
Yeah,
five.
it's him again, up, bro.
4 for 4.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna fail miserably, dog. You nigga
Nah.
passed, bro.
No, because I feel like the
All right,
raising
bring out the little
Cain-
personal pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
You win a little personal pizza
Okay.
and a fish
Nah,
bowl.
we'll go get some Raising Cane's after this.
And I lied because there is just one more thing, and I promise this is the
Nah,
last
man,
thing.
do you, bro?
Yeah, I promise this is the last thing because I seen you did something that a lot of people I was looking at wasn't really doing, and that's you started performing in these comedic spaces. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I was just wondering about that because I think about it from the aspect of like I would never think to do a show at a comedy show because people go in there to laugh or whatever. Do these people even want a show? What has been your experience in that? How'd you get into the doing that? And I know you've made friends just in the comedy field as well.
Yeah.
And I know those are those relationships have flourished. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, just give me your aspect and your perspective of that.
Well, shit. First of all, comedians be fucking with me because I always got some funny shit, like a funny aspect to my shit. People be too serious at life, so make it funny. I wanted to be a comedian. You know what I'm saying?
word?
I didn't want to be a rapper. I never thought I'd be doing music. But I did when I was a shorty. I wanted to be a comedian.
Yeah.
So that's where the funny aspect always comes from. And that's where comedians be finding me. You know what I'm saying? They be like, man, we listening to your shit. And I heard a skit and it was funny, it had me laughing. So it made how they
Yeah,
know what I mean?
closer to the mic real quick.
Oh,
Pause. Pause.
but yeah, no, comedians fuck with me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We used to have you
know.
at our shit all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dave, like
Dave.
shouts out Dave Helen, like for real.
I
Like,
remember Dave. He came to a show when I opened up for Slick Rick.
yeah,
That was the first time I met him, and
that boy loves you.
Yeah, no,
Like, he loves your music,
for
bro.
For sure, bro. Shout out to Dave Hellum, man. That's my nigga, man. He came to my show at the Hard Rock Hotel.
Okay.
I was opening up for Slick Rick. Slick Rick was kind of an asshole that night, man. Slick Rick, you bogus. But Dave Hellum, fuck Slick Rick. Dave Hellum.
Yep.
Real talk.
Yep.
Real talk. My nigga was in there campaigning for me like he knew me for years.
For
You
real.
feel me? Like, oh, this my favorite rapper. I'm fucking with dude. I'm rocking with dude. Like, I ain't even know him. Like, you know, he like, from now on, I'm fucking with you, you know? So he put me on some shit. The comedic shit just kind of happened where, like, comedians fuck with me. So they like, yo, let's, you know, kind of put some rap shit on the comedian show. You know what I mean? It works and it doesn't work because, you know, it works because people want to hear some good shit, but then it don't work because then people are like, okay, we didn't come to see a rap show. We came to see some comedy. So it works and it don't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
It always worked for us. I tell you that.
no, for sure, for
This
sure.
nigga
for
walked
sure,
in
for
with
sure.
I think it was a white mink coat on one show.
Yeah.
Wildest, bro. Like it was cold as hell, but he had the bandana tied to the side. It was all white mink, like full length fur.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Chris Crack always do it big for
Well,
the
speaking of that though,
Yeah.
bro, like what where do you get your style from, dog? Like, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like thinking about that, like nigga, like you was the only nigga that walked in with a full length fur on. Like, what made you want to go grab that? Like, you know,
Once again, just being an outsider, man. Niggas ain't, you know, it always was like niggas ain't fucking with me anyway.
Mhm.
So let me just come crazy.
right?
Now they gonna be talking about me, but they gonna be talking about me like, damn, you saw what dude had on?
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, you know,
Yeah, it was always with the style though, bro. Like, I definitely get that to you.
thank you, bro. I
Yes, sir,
appreciate it.
man. Chris Crack, just in closing, man, because I know you got to ride out of here. But, man, I respect you highly.
My
You're
nigga.
somebody I'm proud of calling a brother of mine.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? I appreciate your time, your energy, you bringing your platform here to help our platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what
it's
this
for.
about.
That's what
Yeah,
it's
that's what this
for.
about, man.
Yeah.
But we going to let you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
man.
sir.
Like for real though, thank you though, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was great.
Y'all definitely go
Yeah.
check out all his catalog. I promise you, it don't disappoint. This guy got the best album titles and song titles in the game. I promise you, you never seen nothing like this. You dig?
For sure.
And for sure, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break. Stay right here.
Do that nasty, do that. Don't blow my spot with your negative company. I'm Langston Hughes with a bitch, my nigga, you can't fuck with me. Herpes at this rap shit, you stuck with me. She talking bare naked, Teddy Ruxpin me. Okay, now back to the real shit. Only man hand hoes saying you can't feel this. High score.
See y'all next week. Stay tuned, and I promise you, we back next week. We just took 1 week off, so don't get used to that.
It was because of him.
You know, it's because I went on vacation. They'll blame me. It is
Yes,
what it is,
blaming
man.
you.
Shout out to all
And
my.
Bubble Gut.
Shout out to Chris Crack for being here, man.
Shouts out to Chris Crack.
Yeah.
100%, man. We
Shouts out to
definitely
Chris Crack.
appreciate you sharing your time with us. Shout out to High Speed. Hope to
Oh,
see
shouts
you
out to the
next
brother
week.
Speed for sure. Can't wait to see you, brother.
Yes, sir. Can't wait
miss
to
you,
see you
Speed.
next
Miss
week,
you.
brother. And shout out to the alpha males out here that believe in men's rights. Yeah,
Get
dig.
this nigga out of here. Close. Just shut it off, bro. Shut it off now.
We gonna
please.
see y'all next week.
No, just shut it off.
Peace.
We don't want to hear nothing that he got to say now. Just shut it off.
The Astonishingly Odd Podcast. Every Monday, 11:30 a.m. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's go. It's the ODD family, we gon' do our thing. Astonish. We came to bring the payment, no fame. Picture all the things that we bring. It's the ODD family, we gon' do our thing. High speed, we gon' do our thing. Javy, we do it's the ODD family, we gon' do our thing. And the homie Chris Hill. We came to bring the payment, no fame. Picture all the words that we say. It's the ODD family, we gon' do our thing. It's the AOP family, and we gon'